Hi guys, welcome to Kevin's Tried and Tasted. This is my Bluffer's guide to Valpolicella, and so I'm just going to give you pretty much what you need to know about the wines Valpolicella and different types there is, and just a little bit of information. And we're going to taste some of them as well. So we'll start here at the very entry level. So basically, before I start getting into wines, just talk to you about a little bit what Valpolicella is. Valpolicella is a wine region in the north of Italy. It's in the Veneto region. It's a region in the Veneto region. It's famous for the Valpolicella wines, and the predominant grape used in Valpolicella is Corvina. Now there's some other grapes as well, and I'm sure some other people like Paul Kiernan might mention what the other grapes are, but the predominant and most important grape in Valpolicella is a grape called Corvina, with a C, Corvina. Now there's different types of Valpolicella. There's four main different types. There's the regular Valpolicella, which is a kind of fresh, easy drinking style of red. Then you have a one called Valpolicella Superior, and this is one here. The Campigliotti from Luigi Righetti is a Valpolicella Classico Superior. So Classico means in an Italian wine label that it's from the heartland, so the original area where the wine became famous. So you've got like Chianti Classico, Soave Classico, Valpolicella Classico. So that's where the original wine, its original boundary, and then over time, and the government and the DOC regulations in Italy allow them to expand the region, so they allow to expand the Chianti region, they allow to expand the Valpolicella region. So when you're talking about the Classico, it's the original small region that the wine became famous for, and the regular Valpolicella then would be the outer, the greater hinterland. Okay, so that's Superior means regarding to Valpolicella that the wine has been aged in oak for a minimum of 1 year. So a minimum of 1 year oak aging. And then you've got the Valpolicella Ripasso. So this is the Corchiara Valpolicella Ripasso. We've got Liberty Wines. We stock it here in the restaurant. Great wine, great price. Red Nose Wine has it on as well. Ripasso. Actually, we get on to Ripasso last, because then I'll be able to explain Ripasso a bit more. So then you've got a wine called Amarone, and this is Amarone della Valpolicella, and this is the difference between Amarone and Valpolicella is what they do is when they pick the grapes of Valpolicella, right? They set aside some, and what they do is they pick the grapes, leave in baskets, and they let the grapes dry out. So the grapes concentrate, the flavors are because the water level has dropped because the grapes are dried out. You get this really concentrated grape must, and it allows for a really concentrated, rich style of wine. So when it's fermented dry, so it's a dry red wine, that would be called Amarone della Valpolicella. And then they've also got a dessert wine called Rosetto della Valpolicella, and that's when they're doing the same process, dry the grapes, but they create a sweet wine. So where Ripasso comes in is this kind of byproduct of Amarone, is that when what they use is, I didn't explain Amarone properly. Is that what they do is they have a regular Valpolicella, right? They make Valpolicella, and then they add the concentrated dried grapes into the batch of Valpolicella, and it creates another fermentation, concentrates the wine, makes it much richer, higher in alcohol. Like this regular Valpolicella has 11.5%, while this Valpolicella here has 16%. 16%. I don't know if you can see that or make it on the label, but so it makes much richer wine, and that's because how they do that is they add these dried grapes into the regular entry-level Valpolicella. Now with Rosetto, what they do is after they use the dried grapes for Amarone, they take those grapes out of the wine, and then instead of dumping them, what they do is they put them into another bottle of Valpolicella, and they make a wine called Ripasso. So this is kind of for reused. So it's like a second-hand Amarone, if you can imagine. They use the second-hand grapes that have kind of lost a lot of their flavour, and they throw that into the Valpolicella, and that makes a Ripasso style wine. Okay, so you've got the regular Valpolicella, easy drinking. You've got Valpolicella Superior, which is a wine that's been aged in oak for at least 1 year. You've got Valpolicella Ripasso, which uses second-hand dried grapes from the production, left over from the production of Amarone. And then you've got the Amarone della Valpolicella here, which is where they use the dried grapes that are picked late, left dry outside, and then they add that into the batch of Valpolicella to create a much stronger and really full-bodied, really actually quite rich and fruit flavoured, delicious wine. So that's what an Amarone is. Alright, okay, first of all we're going to just taste these two wines here and put these to a side, so I'll be drinking these another date. So we've got the regular basic Valpolicella, and I bought this in Dunn stores, and look at the colour now, it's really light. The Casa Santo Lo Sosa Valpolicella 2009, regular Valpolicella, 11.5% alcohol, and the price on that was €8.85. You know, really light colour, you can see that, and that's what you would expect usually from a Valpolicella. Quite light colour, very light, fresh, easy drinking red. So this is what I'm looking for here. It seems like a very diluted nose, if I could say, very weak fruit, just kind of sense of very light, watery red fruit. That's what I'm really getting, really diluted. A pleasant nose, but I really have a sense of it's really diluted, like really weak strawberry Ribena. You can imagine that, really just like the, you're almost kind of going, is this regular water, or is it, there's actually, oh hang on, there's a little bit of pink, someone put a bit of Ribena, strawberry Ribena in my water. That's what it smells like. Alright. Nice. There's a bit of kind of awkwardness towards the finish, kind of woody, musty flavours that not really suited to this style of red that you would be expecting. It's fine, yeah, quite a musty, like kind of your back of your shed if you haven't cleaned it for 5 years. So why it reminds me is because I haven't cleaned my shed in 5 years. That kind of really musty, not mouldy, but that, you know, that kind of really damp, not pleasant type of aroma, and that's what I'm kind of picking up on the finish here. It's, once again, the fruit is very watery, diluted on the palate. It's fine, it's drinkable, but $8.85, it's a real pass. It's not good. You can probably get better Valpolicella for this. No, pretty weak effort from Dunn Stores here on that. What taste again? Yeah, really meh. Not feeling this wine at all, not one bit. Now, we're stepping up a gear again here, right? So, this is from Carrig Wines, Luigi Righetti, the Campoletti Valpolicella Classico Superior. So it's from the Valpolicella Classico region, Superior, aged in oak for 1 year. And this cost €12.61, so just over €3 more than the Dunn Stores one. And the nose is a little bit more concentrated. You're actually kind of getting a bit of hints of dark fruit here now, maybe kind of yeah, a bit of hints of kind of blackberry, but very fresh and fragrant again on the nose. A little weak on the nose as well. You know, I think I would be hoping, honestly, a bit more aromatics, but pleasant, nice, much more promising nose than the first one. Wow, this is quite full-bodied. I would not describe this as a light wine. Quite a good bit of fruit on the palate. It's really kind of dark fruits that's kind of bordering me. Dark plums, dark plums, blackberries again, quite almost a bit of unripe blackberries, not particularly ripe, but don't get me wrong, the flavour, the fruit is quite ripe, but I'm kind of detecting a little bit of an unripe blackberry element. Very nice, long finish, even still developing here now as I go. No mustiness, manky stuff that you've got with the first one, but quite surprisingly full body. This would be a wine that everyone would like. Very enjoyable, quite easy to drink, medium bodied, and good value at the €12 mark, definitely. Right, okay, so Valpolicella, guys, the grape is Corvina, from the Veneto region. So you've got regular Valpolicella Superior, Ripasso, Amarone, and the dessert wine is Rossetto della Valpolicella. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time.